write a song, it's usually a different approach than the last time.
One person will have an idea, they'll have a riff, or they'll have a note, and we just all kind of get together and build on that. Lyrics are generally the last thing to come together.
A lot of times James will write something and we'll kind of tinker it with it and just tweak it a little bit. But some great songs James has just written on his own.
I don't really write a lot of the music. I mean, the majority of our music, I'd say 90%, is written by our lead guitarist, Michael Jenkins. And so really a lot of what happens is he'll show up, you know, with, you know, a chord progression or some kind of riff or some kind of just like thoughts in his head. And he'll kind of pass those on to the rest of us. And we'll all kind of bounce them off each other, and I'll come up with some melodies and we'll just try them out, see what happens.
In general, we work best if kind of 2 or 3 of us can get together and come up with an idea and then present it to the rest.
Michael he'll show up at my house, you know, 3 or 4 nights a week, and he'll say, man, check this out, what do you think about this?
That guy's got CDs and CDs full that he's made of just riffs, and he'll send them to everybody, and we'll listen to them and say what we like and what we don't like. He's constantly coming up with something.
That's usually the way it works. So Jenkins hacking around with the guitar or on the piano, and then me hacking around on that music he's created on the guitar, and then me hacking around with a pen and pad trying to just say something that I think matters.
It's hard to, you know, get everybody working together sometimes, but that's part of the beauty of it, you know. We're so much better because we have 6 viewpoints. So I would say that, you know, everybody does their part, but in general, Michael and James kind of definitely do their share.
Biggest compliment the band has received, definitely being voted best band in Knoxville by the Metro Pulse.
And that was voted on by the people of Knoxville, so that really meant a lot to us to win such a great award here in our hometown.
Metro Pulse readers agreed. The Dirty Guv'nahs were the band of the year in 2008, so that was awesome.
I mean, we were ecstatic over that. We celebrated that night for sure.
With their popularity soaring around the region, the Dirty Guv'nahs look toward their future as a touring band. If and when that happens, they will welcome it. But for now, they are enjoying the moment and relishing the experiences and memories that they have made so far.
One time when we were first starting off, we were playing at this shows you how big we were at the time. We were playing at an Asian restaurant in Johnson City. But there's like, you know, 8 people there, and we're rocking it like we're in Neyland Stadium. And Michael Jenkins, our guitar player, our crazy guitar player, decides he's always wanted to shatter a guitar. And he decided this was the show that he was going to do it. The next thing I know, he is shattering this guitar. I mean, we're not even on a stage. We're in the corner of this restaurant. The 7 people that are there are thoroughly confused at why this is happening. This was his quote, and this is a good quote, and this kind of shows you what he's all about. He said, I've always wanted to do that, and I feel like if I do it in front of a bunch of people, it's kind of, you know, just doing it to look cool. He's like, if you do it when there's 7 people at an Asian restaurant, then you mean it.
My favorite moment was, craziest I thought, was when we were rocking out at Barley's, and we were in the middle of some jam, and everyone's just really into it, and I'm sitting there in the middle of a solo, and James kind of runs into me, and he just kind of yells something in my ear, and he's like, I'm gonna dive.
And nobody was expecting it, and I mean, landed right on the hardwood floor.
It hit a few people on the way down. It broke his fall by a few unlucky fans, but they took it pretty well.
6 people, 6 very different personalities. You got Michael Jenkins, the tech head. That guy's always thinking about gear. Duty is he's the guy that he can somehow play like every instrument, even though it just kind of comes naturally for him. And so we throw him on the keys. He can play other stuff, but he can just play the keys so good, none of us can really do that. Mitch is our strong man. You need anything lifted, Mitch is your man. You need a variety of instruments played, Mitch is your man. Mitch is there. If Mitch wasn't in the band, I would definitely quit because Mitch is awesome. Aaron, my brother, he's our drummer. He's always thinking that way in terms of beat, and he's our computer guy, our web guy. Handles our website, our MySpace, shipping of merch and that type of thing. You got James. He's, you know, always thinking of strumming little things and writing lyrics and working with me. We work on shows and marketing and promotion and that type of thing, and I kind of handle that. Everybody's kind of got their role, and we all stick to it. It makes us stronger.
You know, I think when you put in the album, you kind of get a start to finish message of, you know, like, we're all in this together, like everybody counts, that kind of theme, and that really bleeds over from the experience that we're having as a band. Honestly, kind of the idea that, like, each of us individually, I don't think could be a solo musician, but together, you know, there's this kind of greater something that's created.
I'll put your hand in my pocket. I'll be your favorite song. We'll be
As the Dirty Guv'nahs prepare for their future, they continue to stay true to themselves as artists. And with an appearance at the 2009 Bonaroo Festival, alongside such acts as Bruce Springsteen and Fish, the Guv'nahs' future looks even brighter. One day they may make headlines on the national and world stage, but at the heart of it all, they're just a bunch of regular guys that decided to form a band, kind of as a joke.
I think 1 year from now, it's likely that we'll finally reach that point where we can, you know, kind of go on the road full time. And hopefully get to the point where we're playing 4 or 5 nights a week. 5 years from now, man, if we're still doing it 5 years from now, then some really good things are happening.
I'll put your hand in my pocket. I'll be your favorite song. We'll be the light in the tunnel as well. Need my name in the springtime. Oh, yes, you will. I'll put your hand in my pocket. I'll be your favorite song. We'll be the light in the tunnel as well. Need my name in the springtime. Oh.
This might be the beginning of something new, or it might be the last day. So just honor every moment. We thank y'all for coming out.
All we are is all we got. Is all we are in the end.
want to be the best band on the planet.